When will you learn, wild worm? So I sat here today and happened to catch the law library. And I just laugh when I see, once again, ladies and gentlemen, how people will use any means of manipulation to host their agenda. Remember the trickery I was just telling y'all about? You see it's still in progress. So, for the record, I want to make this a shout out to Jigga Shine Hole. You know, rest in peace, his flag and all that, but salute to him for making me take the paralegal course in Auburn Correctional Facility in 2012. And I was a certified paralegal since then. I took a legal research course in the paralegal program in Auburn. So when I see dudes breaking down the law, and for the most part, they know what they're talking about, I commend that. But when you're not talking about my case relatively, or don't reflect it towards me. Don't try to make your story or your little library session a means of to just try to discredit me or come back. Like, that's what you're trying to do. Now I'm about to burst your bubble. One, you spoke about how you and your man, co-defendants, y'all both were in court. Remember you said you didn't run as fast as you. Y'all both were arrested. So that shows aided and abetted by another. The accomplice was caught and apprehended with the assailant. And the assailant was identified by the victim, correct? While getting medical treatment. So that's a whole different scenario in itself. You were apprehended, other man was apprehended. So the person making the identification made the identification of who assaulted him. Correct. That's the only thing that you said correct. Now, again, brother, there's but so much I can say. And with you knowing that, you're trying to either make me rat on the situation or by trying to save face for YouTube. And that's not going to happen. That's that you expecting that reaction. It's not going to happen. I can just use facts and say this. I was never charged as an accessory to the crime because there was no one else caught for the crime. I didn't get arrested at the scene. They kicked my door in for a Crime Stoppers tip days later because my MySpace page was used to reference me. The MySpace page was voluntarily given up by a bitch. This is where the confusion of the girl in the party comes into play. There was never no girl in no party, bro. There was never none of that. Mind you, I'm being very mindful of what I'm saying. Niggas is not gonna try to make me incriminate myself or nobody else. Because it doesn't mean that much to me, whether you believe it or not. But I'm just enjoying the content. So, beloved, what else did he say in his live? I'm trying to quote him. I want to, like, defend him. I wish we could have did this on StreamYard. I would chew him up as he was talking. I was chewing him up watching the video. And it's like, and then you mentioned shit about assault in the first degree. Assault in the first degree is when you use a weapon that could cause serious injury and that could result in death. That's what the level of injury is, what determines the degree of assault you get charged with. That is correct. Assault in the first was one of my following charges. I was actually charged with attempted murder in the second degree, which is not even a charge, but that's what I was charged and pled guilty to. Now, you mentioned trial and pleading out. May I ask you a question? Realistically speaking, Mr. Law Liar, if a victim was shot at his front door, and when he shot at his front door, he's talking to somebody. Moments before he gets shot, he's talking to somebody. And then he says something, and in response as he says something, he hears the bakata, and he gets shot. In the original statement, they were asking him what happened when he got to the door. In his original statement, all he's saying is that I was at the door. And then after he spoke, he says I shot him. In his recollection of the situation, he thinks I shot him, honey. Period. The fuck? He's 11 years old, bro. He don't know what the fuck really happened, bro. You heard that boom, he fucking probably blinked and all that. And everybody wanted me to take my case to trial. My mom, everybody. But it was also a situation where my lawyer's like, you can't really put an 11-year-old on a stand and rip into him in cross-examination. And there's no way for me to explain other than a part and involvement of how the fuck I was at that door at the scene of the crime. And him saying, yeah, that's who shot me. Because, right, the components of a crime is the victim's testimony. So if the victim is testifying that Wildcat shot him, even if you didn't shoot him, guess what, Wildcat? They're going to use them components against you. Now, there's no way in hell I could take the case like that to trial when I was really there, bro. I was really at the fucking house. I was really standing right there when he got shot. There's no way out of that, nigga. Regardless how you try to dress it up and make it look, bro, there was no way out of that, nigga. There was no way out of that case. Like, it was, the only thing I could do was plead guilty. And when you plead guilty, they make you admit guilt. So, I said what I said what I had to say to get that 10 years, nigga. Why? My offer was 15. 15 or pick a jury. Like, 10 was the bargain. Like, they was trying to knock my head off, bro. And what helped me is the neighbor's statement in the DD5 saying that they seen 4 young black males fleeing in it said purple burgundy-ish Maxima. My car had a Maxima, nigga, at the time. I looked at guilty, all the components. I was fucked, nigga. I was dead. The car, everything. It didn't matter what was true, what was false. I had to cop out. I had to. Stupid. And it's like, yo, I'd be wrong to show screenshots now, right? We had this conversation. But I get it. I'm whooping that ass right now in this YouTube war. Busting that ass right now, and you reaching for anything. You just trying anything, homie. It's desperation kicking in. Yo, even the way you tried to tell the story, like, bro, you tried to make it look like you was educating. No, you was talking about daddy. You was talking about daddy still, nigga. You was talking about daddy still, man. You talking about me, bitch ass nigga. And it's like, damn, you don't get it. No matter what you try, Wildcat, that ain't it. You keep pumping it. You keep trying to spin it. That ain't it. If that would have been it, it would have been it the first time, nigga. That ain't it. Next. Try something else, Bobby. Just try something else, Bobby. Like, pop it out or something. Because you looking bad, son. You looking real bad, bro. You looking real bad out here, dogs. Horrible. And I'm gonna make it my business to make you look worse. You keep fucking with me. Just go about your business, man. Because you look stupid. When I say stupid, homie, you look stupid. You just really try to break down a case where no co-defendants were apprehended in comparison to a case where both assailants were apprehended, and then use their charges to prove their roles in the crime. Bro, shut the fuck up. You trying mad hard and you look stupid. You're not talking to no dummy, man. I told you, I'm the nigga you used to be. Next strategy, go back to the fucking drawing board, bro. You sound dumb. Because as we speak, I'm working on getting the one paperwork, that's the one piece of paper that's gonna shut up everything. The ballistic report. The sweater I was wearing, everything. The ballistic report showed there was no gun residue, nothing. No gun was ever found on me, nothing, none of that. If I flocked, if I shot, there'd been gun residue on me. If not me, that sweater. They took that shit out my dirty clothes, nigga. But, you see, they said the white sweater. In them articles y'all keep posting and reading, you see, yeah. That sweater was evidence, nigga. And there was no ballistic. There was no gunshot residue on it. That would have came up in trial. He's saying I shot him. My clothes and everything I had on that night said I didn't. There's a testimony of people saying that there was more than one person seen fleeing the scene. It was enough doubt. But a case like that is built on sympathy and compassion. Sympathy and compassion, they not. It's like when it boils down to a situation like that where there's facts, or of the elements needed, like, oh, his statement is supposed to be groundbreaking evidence. Oh, undisputable. But then even when you have things to dispute that, and you want to dispute it, it's a kid. Oh, you can't really, it's a kid, you can't cross-examine and try to kill a kid on the stand. You look crazy. It make the lawyer look like a piece of shit. That was his exact words to me. Like, how would I look going up there trying to, rip 11-year-old to shreds? Like, this whole shit was a nasty situation. And like I said, I was placed at the crime. It's over. When he spoke on who he was talking to at the door, nigga, he described me with freckles, nigga. I don't know what you niggas is expecting to hear or see different, but like, yo, give it up. Next. You made niggas wait all that time for a response. Like you was really working up in there or something. I was expecting a rap battle or something, but you trash and shit. Like, so again, you try to go back to the one thing that you think means something, and you don't get it. It don't mean shit to nobody but you and the people who believe in you. Because, like, regardless, like, even though I didn't do it, bro, this is what you're missing. There's people that know that. There's people that really know the situation. Put that to the side, nigga. Even if I did really do it. It was 10 years ago before I was blood. Niggas turned me blood. After that, anyway, you would have been sick. You would have been mad. You would have tried everything. Oh, no. No, nigga. You losing. Give up. So when I turn blood, you don't think they check my P-dub? Like, you sound dumb, mommy. Yo, I'm loving this shit. Because every time you try to put me in question, you showing niggas how solid I am, bro, when it don't stick. I'm loving this shit. I'm actually loving the shit out of it because every time you try, you showing niggas I'm really a stand-up nigga. It don't stick, homie. It's alright, though. You gonna figure it out. Or you just gonna give up. Or you just gonna give up. Try another strategy, bro. This one that you keep trying to exploit about a kid, nobody's jacking it, bro. Nobody's running with it like you want them to. It's just not going in your favor, bro. It's not. You thought you had something. You been seeing this shit about when Roski posted it. You didn't say a word until you fell from grace. Just like when you knew all this other shit and you went up there and lied and didn't say a word until niggas wasn't fucking with you no more. That's what you do. That's what you do. History repeats itself. That's what you do. That's who you are. And, homie, all I want to say is this. The smartest thing to do is just let the situation die down quietly and just get forgotten about. Because you're going to keep playing. And niggas is really going to see how much of a bozo you really are. You're going to keep doing this and niggas going to see how much of a bozo the OG is. Just chill out, man. Save a little bit of reputation you got left. Just save it and get ahead, man. Save a little bit you got left, nigga.